Hey, y'all. Hey. Do you hear my rude son making fun of me in the background? He just said, hey, y'all, hey. Hashtag rude. Knox, knock it off. You can be rude for like 30 seconds and then knock it off. Okay, so Kinsley, can you come in and turn bunk down? We're real life momming it here today, but I did put makeup on for the first time in like 3 weeks, so take a picture of me. All right, so let's talk about this. I know I am all fixed up. I got to take some pictures for an event that I'm doing, and so I'm ready. First time in Hawaii with makeup on. Okay, anyway, Kinsley, can you turn that down? That'd be awesome. Thank you. All right, here we go. I got my Sprite cleaned up, I did. Okay, so this is a question. Oh, I got so much stuff going on. There's people, the doors are open. Let me shut this one door. Kinsley, after you turn that off, will you shut that door too? They're doing so much construction. So here in Hawaii, not sure if y'all know this, but the porch is called the lanai. Like so much jazzier than a porch. It's a lanai. So our lanai stays open all day, like an indoor-outdoor space, because it's beautiful weather here. Nobody turns on the air conditioner or any of that. Okay, so this is a question that several people have asked me to coach on, my thoughts on it, how to handle it, what to do. So I thought I would just jump right on here and talk about this. How do you talk to leaders at other companies without being yucky, without poaching them, and all the things? So I'm going to be so honest with you guys and just give you my thoughts on it, because there is a big difference, okay? I don't want you to think that you can't ever talk to a leader at another company, because I just don't think that's true. Had a leader not come to me and asked me to join this opportunity, I wouldn't have been here. But I think in the way that you handle yourself, what's said in those conversations, and the true intentions behind why you're talking to them can make or break a situation. Noxie Bear. And so I just want to kind of shed light on that, because there are people right now that are poaching my team, and I think it's disgusting. Like, I think it has no integrity in what they're doing and the messages they're sending my team. And at the same time, I've reached out to other leaders, okay? So you're like, how can you say this but then do that? So I'm going to talk about that. I think there is a way to do it that's very genuine, okay? When I came here, there were 2 or 3 leaders that were top leaders in other companies. I had built a relationship with them. I have watched them. I have watched them hustle, grind, show up. I have watched, like, I feel like I know them, you know, like I know their business style, and I'm like, dang it, I really want them on my team. And I kept wanting to reach out, but I also didn't want people to be like, oh, you're poaching them. And I didn't want to get a bad name for myself, because I had no ill intentions in them. I just really loved who they were and what they were about. And if they ever, ever thought about going to another company, I wanted my mind to be in the back of their mind. I wanted me to have planted that seed that I would love to have you. Because what if I miss out on that? And what if they're super unhappy? Because we all know Facebook can be deceiving. Like, I can promise you, if you're a top leader and your team starts going backwards and you're losing money and you're miserable where you are, it doesn't always shine through on your Facebook, right? Because you're trying to like save face and keep your team going and all the different things. So it's a weird world, right? You don't really know where anyone actually is in their business. And what if their business is failing and they're thinking about moving to another company, and I haven't let them know that I really would love them? Like, that would suck. So I kept going back and forth, and I tested this out with a few people, and I actually did have a few people that were leaders in other companies come to me, but I want to talk about that process too. It's not a quick message. It's not a message reaching out to them and being like, hey girl, so I know you're with so-and-so. I'm with so-and-so. I used to be with your company, or I know people at your company, and let me just tell you, you're not being paid your worth, and you can make so much more money here. No, girl, just no, that ain't it, okay? A different approach to that conversation would be a lot like the one I had. It was people that I have had a friendship with, okay? I'm not just a friend on Facebook. Like, we've had conversations, we've commented back and forth on pictures, we've talked about business, we've done all those things. We've had those conversations before, right? So when I reach out to them, it's not like out of yucky intentions or me trying to better myself. It's out of me knowing them and knowing their personality and all that. So this is what some of mine looked like. Hey girl, so I'm reaching out to you today because I have watched you for 2 years. You have so much hustle, so much grind. You literally show up daily. And I just appreciate the heck out of how you work your business. Now, I'm going to throw this out there, and I just want to be open and honest with you. If you ever have second thoughts about the business that you're in, I would love to partner with you. That being said, you may have zero interest and you may love where you are, and I want you to know that I am going to support the heck out of you wherever you are. And if you're happy where you are, I'm happy for you, and I'm going to continue to have this friendship with you, and I'm going to continue to shout you out and support you. But I'd be kicking myself in the tail if at any point you decided this opportunity wasn't for you, and I hadn't reached out to you and just told you how much I feel like that we could connect. Okay, now, if you're coming from the right place, that's going to land right. If you're coming from a place of like, I'm trying to grab you because you're a big leader in another company, we have no relationship, but I see that you have a status, so I want to grab you and bring you over to my team, it's never going to land right. It's going to be disgusting, and it's going to be yucky, and it's going to be the kind that, like, legit, for lack of better words, piss me off, right? But, so here's what happened in that conversation. She reached out to me and said, I appreciate the heck out of the fact that you've seen me hustle and you've seen me shine and that you've been watching me and that you've been so supportive of me in my business, even when you're at another company. For right now, I am so happy where I am, and things are going good, but if that ever changes, I'll let you know. And I said, no problem. And I said, you know what? I can breathe. Thank you, children. And I said, and I can breathe a sigh of relief that landed how I wanted it to, because I always worry about these conversations. But I really do just respect the heck out of you. Okay? So then what happened moving forward? Did I just ditch her and like move her to like unfollow or anything like that? No. I continued to support the heck out of her in all her accomplishments. She would hit ranks with her company. I would shout her out. I would be right there on the post cheering her on. And then guess what? Another year went by and some things happened in her company, and she reached out to me and said, listen, things are not great right now in my company, and I am looking for other opportunities. And I remember us having a conversation, and I told you, if I ever thought about leaving my company, I would come talk to you. I'm not set on where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I would love to hear your spill, what your company has to offer, or what you have to offer as a leader. She ended up joining my team. Okay? Had I not planted that seed, it would have never happened. But it was all about how I planted the seed and how I watered the seed and the integrity that I had with myself and my own business and how we run things. That's the difference maker, okay? If you're going through a list of top executives from another company and adding them, sending them a message being like, oh my gosh, girl, so I know you're with so-and-so. We've had so many people come over from that company to our company, and they are making so much more here. Let me show you how you can be paid your worth. That is disgusting. That's what gives our brand a bad name. Like our brand, not our brand, our industry a bad name is that kind of crap, okay? Take a little pride in yourself, okay? Take it, yeah. Look, Lindsay's like, she hides her friend list for that reason. I think my friends list is hidden too because so many people hit me up, right? It's disgusting. But there's a way that you can do it in integrity. There is a way that you can let people know too that you just see them shining. Like Lindsay. I mean, she's with another company. She's killing it. And I love shouting her out. Sarah, okay? Sarah's another one that, dang, she is killing it in her company and she is amazing. And I love watching her. And guess what? I've supported her business. But dang, I also want them to know, like, if they ever thought about leaving their company, because companies can change, right? I'm not saying their company's going to, don't read into any of this, right? But things can happen in your company, or things can happen where your heart shifts or whatever it may be, and people look for other opportunities. And dang, I want them to think about me when that happens, but I want them to think about me for the right reasons. I want them to think about me in the fact that I've supported where they are in their journey and what they've been doing up to this point, and I haven't just supported them for selfish reasons, right? I'm not just all of a sudden showing up because they make a post that says that they're leaving their current company. Or I'm not all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, I want them to think about me because I've done it the right way. So, I don't know. Some of y'all may agree with me. Some of you may disagree, but I think there is a way that you can talk to top leaders and have an honest conversation, because let's be honest, that's what got us all in this industry, was a conversation and someone offering the opportunity. If you don't offer the opportunity, you don't know. But if you offer the opportunity, you tell them all these great things and they say they're not interested, okay, they're not interested, and you continue to share them, love them, support them, shout them out, and do all the things. Your attitude towards them doesn't change based on whether they were open to hearing your opportunity or not. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Totally my thoughts. That's it. Okay? All right. At the end of these, I'll always open up for 5 minutes. It's 10:26 a.m. here. 10:26 in the morning. You got 5 minutes of questions and answers. Right. And I think it's important too to know that, like, my company is not for everyone. Your company is not for everyone, and that's okay. It is what it is, right? I've had people that I have sent right on their merry way to another company, and I've cheered them on and supported them, and they've gone to another company and been more successful, and I literally, in my heart of hearts, could not be happier, right? When it's done in integrity, when it's done the right way. Okay, same thing, really quick. I said you got 5 minutes of question and answer, but I'll also talk about exiting a company. Since I'm talking about pulling people into your company, I'll also talk about when you leave. So the previous company that I was in, my two strongest legs left before me, right? Two of them left before me. Not once was I ever like, those heifers, they left me. Not once was I like, ugh. You know what I did? I am so proud of you for making a decision that's good for your family, and I wish you nothing but the best. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. Okay? I had one of my top leaders here at Lime Life leave to go to another company. She came to me, and this is what I appreciate too. They know that I'm going to spill the tea. They know that I'm going to keep it honest with them and that I truly have their best interest at heart. I had a leader come to me, and thank goodness she respected the heck out of me and came to me to tell me that she was thinking about taking another opportunity. What did I do? Get on my knees and beg her to stay? No, I don't want anyone in my ship that's not rowing with me. If you've started to poke holes because you're not sure if this is your place, I don't even need you in my ship, right? I don't. So I want everyone going in the same direction. So I'm not going to beg you to stay. This is what I did. All right. Tell me the reasons that you feel like that you should, that you're looking for another opportunity. Okay, she gave me all the reasons. Okay, this is what I think. I know so-and-so over here, and she's going to fill your cup in 3 of the 5 areas, okay? And then the other 2 areas, I feel like you're so strong anyway that you'll be okay with this person, okay? Now, this leader, I know her too. She's good at probably 2 of them, but you're really going to miss out on this aspect. And if I'm being honest, I've watched you and I know that you're missing this part of your leadership right now. So I don't feel like y'all would be a good fit. Okay, we had these conversations. Then guess what? I reached out to a top leader in another company and said, I've got a girl leaving my front line. She wants to join your company and I want to match her up with you. I feel like y'all would work great, but I also don't want her to get left in the dust. Sometimes when companies are growing quickly or people are adding to their front line, people get lost in the shuffle, and she's a rock star and I want you to take care of her, okay? So I'm sending her to you, okay? That's one way that's like a good way, and we've had this mutual respect for each other and all that. So, like, I love that. I love that we can all be supportive of each other in this business when done the right way. Now, you leave a company and you go guns blazing, telling every terrible thing that's ever happened, making up things that aren't true. That's when people get yucky, okay? Like, it is what it is. If you leave a company for whatever reason, say your piece and then move on to your new company and continue to talk about how your new company is so amazing. Quit worrying about the past and talking about how crap they are. It does nobody any good. Okay, 5 minutes of Q&A. That kind of went off my beginning topic, but 5 minutes. Y'all got any questions? It's 10:30 a.m. You got 5 minutes. It can be about life. It can be about Hawaii. It can be about business. It can be about joining my team. It can be about my beautiful makeup that I finally put on for the first time in Hawaii. What y'all want to talk about? All right, children, I need you with socks and shoes on because we're walking to the field as soon as I hit end on this. Look at me, like getting so healthy. Well, not so healthy. Drinking a Mountain Dew, but we're about to go to the field and work out. All right, get them on because we're about to roll out of here. I mean, clearly I've done a great job of explaining everything. Nobody has any questions today. I've educated y'all so much in the last 5 days. Nobody has questions. What color are my eyes? So the middle is Sweet Dreams, which is like that crystally. I use it every single day. The outside is Coral of the Story first, and then Antique Bar over it, and that's it. Just 3 colors. Who would you say our biggest competitor is? I have no idea. I mean, I feel like you don't really, like, we're in the makeup industry, so I feel like we don't have, like, one big competitor. I feel like there's so many different makeup people out there. For me personally, it depends on where I live, like, when I was in Magnolia, we had one of the tip-top leaders at, I can't remember the name of it. It's the lip stuff that stays forever, Lip Sense. We had one of their top leaders, and so, not that we were, like, competitors, you know what I mean? But like a lot of people in our town were either Lime Life or Lip Sense. But now that I'm here in Hawaii, there's a lot of different people that use a lot of different things. So I don't know. I think it kind of depends on where you are. Let me see here. Okay. We got 3 minutes left of questions. And I think it's different. Whoever you ask. You might ask me, who's like your biggest competitor? And then you might ask Kendall Watts, who's another top leader here, or Kat. And everyone's going to say something different, kind of based on their certain area. Is there a lot of Lime Life people in Hawaii? If I'm being honest, I have no idea. I really need to go put in my new zip code and see who falls in my zip code area. I have no idea, but I'm hoping to blow it up over here because let me tell you, all these women here are beautiful and they hardly ever wear makeup. They're very much skincare girls and sunscreen and all that. And just healthy. It's so nice living here. Like everyone's so healthy and cares about their skin and all the things. Let me see. Yeah, we did move because of Landon's job. He got an opportunity and we took the jump. All right. Kids are going to school. Actually, school just got pushed back 2 weeks. They're supposed to start on Wednesday. They got pushed back 2 weeks. And then I've heard rumor that it's going to get pushed back again. So I'm starting to freak out. So we're actually looking into private school at this point because private school here has already gone back. And Knox needs to be in school. And then you said, I need some runners. The number one thing that you can do to bring runners in is be a runner. I did a video on this. I think it was in my Building My Dream Team list. If not, it was like the day after. I don't know. But the number one thing that you can do to be a runner, bring in runners, is be a runner. When you up your game, you're going to bring in people that are bigger game, for lack of better words. If you're performing at a 10, you're going to recruit people that are 8s and 9s. If you're performing at a 4, you're going to bring in recruits that are 3s and 2s. Very rarely, like 1 in every 1,000 people, are you going to bring in someone that is over your number. So if you want runners, start performing at a 10, recruiting at least 3 people a month, selling at least $1,200 a month, showing up on team pages, working your personal business, doing in-person. Being the model beauty guide will get you to a 10, and then guess what? You start recruiting 8s and 9s, okay? But if you're at like a 3 right now, like you're struggling with recruiting, you're struggling with sales, you don't show up in team pages, you aren't showing up to the community, you're going to recruit lower than that. So that's the best advice I can give you on that. We got 1 minute. Y'all got your socks and shoes? Okay. If you want a water to take to the field, be sure you got it in your hands. Okay. I got to go to the field.
Yeah.
We got folks on phones. We got people with footballs. You want to tell them hi?
Yeah.
All right. See y'all. Love y'all. Catch y'all later.